TV Book Club with Specsavers.
My novel is really like a love letter in 7 chapters to artists who have made beautiful work celebrating women who read books. The book opens in medieval Siena, which is an Italian city-state. It progresses through to the Dutch Golden Age in Amsterdam. You then have an 18th century country house, a Victorian photography studio, 2 chapters set in the 20th century. One is during the Great War and one is set in the present day. And then the last chapter is set in the year 2060, which is the near future. Something very beautiful about the concentration and the fact that reading is such a private activity. It's hardly surprising that artists have returned to it as often as they do.
Well, I approached this book with trepidation, really, because I read the sleeve notes, the premise, 7 women reading, why are they there, who are they, what they think, what's the relationship with the painter, and then I started reading it, and there's no punctuation marks, and there's bits missing out of it, there's omissions that you have to fill in yourself, and I thought, this is a book. This is a book that's trying to be too clever for its own good, I'll say that. But actually, you know, you get through that first few pages, and the prose is very rich and very dense in the first story, especially. But it's an incredible book.
It really grabs you, doesn't it? And it works on you. She's so clever in as much as each of the stories are completely different from each other, but make a truly wonderful arc and a lovely whole. It's such a satisfying piece of work, isn't it? And brave.
There is a real confidence to the way the point of view switches, and you feel that you're really thoroughly engaged in the lives of that character. And I actually found myself, if you forgive my notes, I found myself flipping immediately to the paintings and putting them up on my computer.
One of my favourites was the Victorian one with the Flossie and Rosie, the photographers, which was unusual, when contrasted with the other paintings.
I like the Amsterdam one.
I also thought the book was not only a love letter to reading, but I felt really powerfully a love letter to hidden women's lives, because you know, it is called history for a reason. There are so many of those missed opportunities and those unsung heroines in history, and I feel that she picked so many of those beautiful unseen moments out.
The TV Book Club with Specsavers.